we know enough about the long-term sort of food safety of these alternative meat products? And specifically, does your organization do what I would broadly describe as opposition research? Do you hire researchers to go in and look at those products and see if there's anything in them that might be deleterious to people's health?
Well, we obviously look at market research. We know what our story is. We know that they're regulated by the Food and Drug Administration. So on a plant-based burger, I don't know that it's much a safety product, as we know what the nutritional benefits of beef are, and we don't want a plant-based product to be riding on our coattails, so to speak.
What would you like to see the government or governments within states do? Would you like to see them require a different kind of labeling, or that they have to take the name meat or beef alternative out of their promotion and labeling, or what? What do you want them to do?
Our policy says that to be called beef, it should come from living animals raised conventionally on farms and ranches and harvested for human consumption. So the new Real Meat Act, just introduced in U.S. Congress by Representative Marshall and Brindisi, codifies that definition of beef. There's some definitions of beef, for example, in the Beef Promotion Research Act, but not as opposed to labeling. We want to be a fair and level playing field so that consumers know exactly what they're getting, and it's not disparaging, it's not misleading, and if it is, that the Real Meat Act will give the government more teeth in order to enforce mislabeling mishaps.
So would a company that like Beyond Meat, would you have them change their name?
I would just make it very clear that consumers know in any case that it's a plant-based product, that it's not beef. Our research has shown that consumers sometimes are mislead, or they're confused when it says plant-based burger, that there is absolutely no beef in that. We just want it to be very clear, because we know on a nutritional profile, beef's going to win, certainly on taste, but we want consumers to know exactly what they're getting if they get these imitation beef or meat products.
Jennifer, the efforts that you and other cattle farmers are taking on to take on these alternative meat producers suggest that the rising popularity of these alternative meats is starting to really hurt your bottom line. Is that the case?
Oh, not yet. We got to remember, these are just like 0.5% of market share, and beef is like 99% of the market share. But we obviously are looking out for our product. We're going to protect our product so that things don't happen and consumers know what they're getting. Our number one competitor is still other proteins such as chicken and pork, and we realize that. But nevertheless, we're going to keep an eye on this trend and see what happens.
Beef consumption is actually up over the past 20 years or so, right?
Absolutely, and beef demand, which is even more important, is strong both here in the U.S., over 17% up in the last 7 years, and internationally. So we've got a great story to tell. We've got a great sustainability story about how a lot of our beef is raised on land that can't be used for anything else. About 40% of the U.S. is too rocky, too hilly, too airy, but our wonderful four-compartmental stomach beef animals can make high-quality protein out of a lot of these top conditions and forages that they're able to get.
All right.